This episode of Flip the Script podcast is brought to you by Beats on Film, a production company ran by director and producer Shatik. He shoots all my videos. He has me clean, mean, and on the scene. Let's go, Shatik. Follow him at Shatik, the producer, on Instagram.
You have these experiences. You knew Bob. He was out here moving and shaking. Things start to, like, we all have these points in our life where things take a big turn. What was your big turn as far as, because you jumped to the situation with your daughters and stuff. What was the big turn when you started to really get involved in crime, or the Jimmy 2 name became imprinted in the streets of New York City? What was that big turn?
I think when I was about 16.
Everything is 60. Come on.
16, 17. That's when everything turned, But I got shot up when I was 19. Different from this time when I got shot up. I was in a car, and this guy tried to I don't know why he was walking up on me. I had a store, right? They locked down my store and told me that they taking over my store. Told my worker, he don't work in there no more. When I came, my worker crying, telling me that.
I'm listening. That's crazy.
I was 19 at that time. Okay, so I've been doing that.
How you got the store? Your big man them gave it to you, right?
Yeah. My big man friend left that shit. He left that shit, went to Miami. I just control that up. So these other big men now, they trying to take it from me. So I went in and I put on a mask and gloves and some long trench coat. I went and saw them and I shoot them up, car they was in and stuff like that. And then I went and told my friend, I was like, yo, your friend them tried to lock down my store and shit, and I had to open up on their ass. It's war now. And he was like, nah, I don't want you and them to war. They my friend and you my friend. I was like, nah, but shot done fire already.
True.
So he was like, and them times I used to walk with two dogs, right? And one of them was his. So when he said he's going uptown now to go talk to the guys to beg peace and shit, I drive him up there, and when I'm coming out the car, he said, let me back my gun, So I gave him his dog. So I only have one dog sitting in the car now behind another car like this. And I'm there, and I saw a guy coming up on me. I knew the guy, though, and I know he's a killer, So he's coming up on me. I was like, yo, why you coming up on me like this, man? He's like, why I'm coming up on you like this? Why I'm coming up on you like this? And he pulled out on me, right? Mm-hmm. So from I see him pull out, I know what it is, what time it is, because I know who he is and what time he is. So I got low. I had my car them days, it was an old-time Cougar, Mercury Cougar. It have a bump in the middle of it. Back then, them cars have bumps in the middle, So I put my head low, but I had my dog on the bump. So when I got low, he fired like 5 shots through the windshields and went in my headrest. And I fired one up in the air, just to let him know that I'm heavy, so he don't come over on me on the car. So I hit one, boom, and I looked up, that nigga running across the street, So I hit one out of him, and then his friend come on my other side and open up on me too. So I'm there with my head, keeping my head low, hitting one at a time. Boom! Boom! One at a time, keeping them off, till my dog went, that shit done. And I had just emptied up a clip on them niggas, 'cause I used to walk with 2 clips. So I had just emptied up a clip and shit. So I put my head up underneath. You see where the passenger put their foot? I put my head up on there, and they kept firing it, but they didn't want to come near the car because they think I'm full of tricks. I'll act like I'm dead, and if they come close, I'll open up on them, But I wasn't playing. I didn't have no more shots. So I put my head up on there. My body, this part of my body was up on the bump. And they were just firing in my car, and glass start dropping all over me and all that. Everything started dropping in, and I started feeling like something shocking me. You know, so I was like, in my mind, I was like, oh, they shooting up the electric wires them now. So I'm getting shocked.
Yo,
So I'm getting shocked. So I feel another one, you know? So I was like, oh shit, I'm getting shocked and shit, you know? So I was like, yo, Father God, please let them stop. I can't take it no more. And then when I said that prayer, like about maybe 10 more shots, they fire. And then they left. I looked up, they started running, running, bending the corner and stuff. I was like, yo, I got to leave out of here because I was wanted. I was like, I got to leave out of here. I can't get catch in the car. So I stepped out with my right foot. And when I stepped out with my left foot, that shit just bend behind me like this. Bend behind me, and I drop on my face. Wow. I dropped my dog. I crawled. I pick up my dog. I put it in my waist, and I put my foot on my, because it was cut off. Only the skin was holding it. The bone was broken. It was just the skin holding it. You know, so I put my foot on my lap. Then my friend that I drove up there with came to me and asked me, yo, you got shot? You got shot? I was like, yo, what you think? You know? You see me here, just drive me away from here, bro. So, because he didn't help me. Because one of the guys, cause they said they never seen a shootout like that before, because there was 75 shots they fired in my car on me. You know, and they never seen a man hold off 2 people before like that, you know? So I pick up my foot. When I told my friend to drive me away, I pick up my foot and I put it on my shoulder. And I hop back with one foot. I hop back in the car, the passenger side. I told him to drive me away. The whole car was shot up.
Yo, wait, what? Hell, Jimmy, chill out, man.
What you mean pick up your foot? What you mean pick up your foot?
Jimmy, easy now, man.
It's cooler, man. What you mean pick up your foot?
Jimmy, nah,
I put my foot up on my shoulder.
No, sir.
Because it was bent, because the skin is holding it. It was no bone. The bone is broken. The bone
Jimmy.
right here. Yeah.
True.
God, everybody know about it in the Bronx. They say it's the greatest shootout ever happened uptown. Everybody know. Everything I tell you about me, everybody know about it, bro. They know me. Shower niggas scared of me like they don't even fuck with me. I'm the only man that one man went into a party and 20 man walk out, they say, Sunday morning. One man come home, I'll go on a party, and 20 shower come out of the club. That's how I used to have it. I don't like to brag and boast, though, but it was true. Yeah, man, I put up my foot up on my shoulder and hop back in the car. When he's driving me down, he took out the gun that he asked me for and threw it in my lap. And when I opened it, I see the 6 live round, and it was a special. It was a police special. I was like, this nigga ain't even hurt me, so I just had it in my hand. And he tried to park me down the block in the dark. He was like, I'm gonna leave you here and come get some help for you. So this nigga thought I was gonna die, right? So I told that nigga, I was like, yo, drive me away from here. Drive me over to my friend's house named Pepper. And he was like, because if he had tried nothing, I was gonna juke him with the same gun he gave me back.
True.
I was gonna juke him and was like, yo, nigga, you have to drive more, you know? Can't leave me here, because if I leave me, I'm gonna die. You know, so he took me to it was a time when bus was strike in America too. I think it was 77 or 78 at the time. So bus was on strike. It was hard to get a cab. When I reached over my friend's house, it was hard to get a cab. And that's uptown where Gunning Road at. I was at. I finally got a cab.
Yeah.
Took the cab, stopped at O Avenue on 174th, went from O Avenue on 170, pick up my girlfriend, went to Lincoln Hospital. When I picked her up, she was like, where you going? When I told the cab man, I'm going to Lincoln. She said, where you going to Lincoln for? You got shot? I was like, nah. I was telling her, nah, I ain't got shot. I ain't got shot, because I ain't want a cab man to know what's going on, because I'm leaving all the way from up Gunning Road coming down, and I was wanted at the time. So he dropped me off at Lincoln. I gave him like about $50. Told him I'm good. They rushed me in, and they put me outside. I told them I broke my foot dropping down the step. They put me outside. They let me wait there for like half hour or 40 minutes, 30. Then the nurse came on and was like, young man, how you broke your foot? I was like, I got shot, miss. She was like, you got shot? and he's sitting here. And they set off some kind of alarm, and then they pushed me in. They cut off my clothes off of me. I only thought I got shot one time, but they cut off my clothes. They was like 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, oh shit. I was like, yo.
But how? Where?
And they didn't operate on me because somebody else got shot like worse than me in their face and chest. And they told me they can't. They was worse. They had me wait from 10 o'clock that night when I reached Lincoln, and they didn't operate on me till 10 o'clock the next morning. So I was in pain for 12 hours, gunshot pain, 12 hours, just laying up in a room. And they couldn't give me no painkiller because I'm waiting to go to surgery.
How your foot? No, stop. I don't care about all that. I want to know how your foot is on your shoulder.
It's easy.
It's not easy, man.
It is. Your skin, okay. Your skin is holding your foot. Up here is your what kind of bone? The femur bone. The femur bone is broken. It's just hanging. It's just hanging with skin.
But your foot didn't detach completely.
It detached from the bone, but the skin, it didn't detach from the skin.
Oh, all right, good. See now you make all right. Come on,
yeah,
man.
like that.
Bomba fire.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, what? It detached. You walking around and blood going everywhere.
I wasn't walking. I was hopping. I hopped back. I put my foot up on my shoulder and hopped back in my car.
I can't. That's like
because I was hot. I didn't want
like
to
a
get
movie,
catch.
man.
G-Money says I'm hyping him.
It's like a movie, bro. Like, you know how they pull it and then they just throw it like that.
Ain't no movie doing no shit like that. That's some different type of movie.
One of the best, the main thing that changed my life. Everybody used to know me, but nobody didn't know how I look. But there was this thing called the New Jersey bus ride. Mm-hmm. That it was the worst shooting in New Jersey history. 4 people died and 24 people got shot. It was a bus ride. I was over there. I got caught for that. I was one of the. They caught like 8 people. They let go like 5 and hold 3. But I got caught for it because this guy. You want to hear that? Mm-hmm. Okay, because I was on the news. That's how I was on TV for 3 weeks. I was in all the papers all over the world. Yep. There's the worst shooting. It's an Oakland shooting in Jersey, Oakland, New Jersey. It was a park. My friend wake me up. I was in a hotel, right, with this girl and shit. And my friend knocked me up and was like, yo, drop me over to the bus ride. I was like, yo, I ain't going over there. I got a big body girl in my room. I ain't going nowhere. I'm chilling, you know? And he kept knocking my door. I was like, nah, man, I ain't going. But then I felt sorry for him. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to drive you. Excuse my language. I was like, I'm going to drive you. I'm going to drive you over there, but I ain't staying. You're going to have to find a way back over. But when I went over there, bro, it was so much girls and everybody was just dressed up. It was a real vibe over there, you know? Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm chilling and shit. So we chilling. I see a couple of my friends over there and shit. One of them, he have a bag with a machine gun in it, right? Every minute he take it out, he was like, this me, carry come here and on this. Boy, I can't bother me, this me, you know? So he kept putting it in the bag. I saw what he had. I was like, I ain't had nothing. Because I just wanted to drop him off my friend. I didn't go over there to stay. So I'm there now. I'm there. Then somebody came to me and said, yo, Tool, watch this nigga coming over in front of y'all. He got a towel over his hand, you know? So I went to one of my friends that I know have a dog. I was like, yo, my nigga, see that nigga coming over towards us? He got a dog, you know, deal with him kids, you know? And he was like, yeah, I got it. So I went to my other man now. I was like, yo, let me a dog. You know, see that nigga come near it. That nigga said the same thing. He got it. He not letting me his dog. And they let the nigga come over to us, bro. That nigga came over to us. And that nigga just opened up real close range, a fucking machine gun, yo. On us, like, I started spraying. I got low. I got flat. I went behind the picnic table, the concrete part. The picnic table, you know, it got two sides. The concrete part, I hide behind one of that. I got low behind that shit. And I kept hearing the bullets hitting off the tables and stuff. Blah, 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 you know? And then...
Now, is it, real quick, I'm sorry, hitting off the tables, hold on. Is it gunmen slain, 2 and 9 wounded in was it Jersey Park? It was a park in Jersey?
Yeah, it was a park in Jersey.
Yeah. I'm reading it before it happened in 85?
Yeah, 85 in the summer, August 5th. I remember the name.
Yeah, see that? yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. So, August 5th, yeah.
So you get into the not even the police them know this. You get into the deep info.
Well, it's right in the Daily News too.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell me.
So I crawled, cause the nigga that had a gun and a machine gun, he ran left the bog when shots started lit. Right? He ran. So I went on, I crawled, I looked in the back, the gun was in there. And then all the shower niggas them came. And some of them didn't really like me and things. A lot of people, so I had to have something on me. So I have it on me and shit, and sometimes I try to squeeze it and shit, and nothing wasn't coming out of it, but I still kept it, you know? I still kept it because nobody gonna come up on you when you have something, you know? So I ran across the field where the guy ran. Me and my friends them ran across the field, saw the guy. I told them that there you go. When they see him, they waited, they hesitated, and the guy run, and then they start opening up again and hitting innocent people and all that.
I see that.
So they ran across. They ran back across the field. So when they're running across the field, I didn't want to run with them because some of them was my enemies. I can't really run with a lot of people. So I waited till all of them run across. I was running last, me and one of my friends. So when we was running across the field, 2 police in the middle of the field was on their knees. Was like, yo, freeze, you know? So we stopped. So I was like, yo, I can't go to jail, bro. I'm running. So I started running, and I heard, bop! When I looked, I heard something drop behind me. When I looked, my friend dropped. He got shot, you know? So I was like, you good? He was like, yeah, I'm good, you know? I was like, I'm going, B. So I started running. And I hear I'm timing the police. I was like, aim, get ready, fire. I dropped to the ground. And he fired. Bum, 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 bum. I heard them shits go over my head. I got up again and run. And I timed them. I was like, yeah, aim, get ready, fire. I drop. Bum, 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 bum. Over my head again. You know? I got up again. I did it 3rd time. Same thing. Bum, bum, bum. Everybody on the other side was screaming, saying I'm dead. Oh, he's dead, because I keep dropping. But I'm dropping myself. Yeah. I'm timing the shot them, you know? And I reach across, and in the crowd, they separate themselves from me. You know, so I couldn't run nowhere else. So I was jumping over a fence, because at least if the crowd was there, and they could have came around me and hide me and let me change my clothes, take off a shirt or something, you know? But they didn't do that. They got scared too, you know, because it was police shooting and stuff like that. And I don't know. I guess they didn't want to get involved. I don't know. But I was jumping over a fence, and the SWAT team nigga came behind me and hit me in the back of my head with a shotgun and bust my head. And I got caught. And shit. And the nigga that brought me there, that nigga started crying. I nigga cried, said like, because he see me leaving in the police car, he started crying and shit. And then I went to the precinct, and the police guy that shot at me, he came to me and was like, yo, you come here. I came to the gate, he was like, yo, you get up off the same side of the bed you got up off last night, because I don't miss. I was like, yeah, cool, man, cool. And then the feds came and shit. And they start questioning us and shit. And they was like, you know, you're facing the death penalty, right? I was like, whatever. It was like, you facing it, tell me what happened. I was like, I don't know what happened. I was like, a matter of fact, give me the injection right now. Give me the injection right now. Give me it right now. Them niggas was like, yo, take him away from here, man. We don't want to talk to this nigga. That nigga crazy. That nigga crazy. And you know, I have paperwork on them, the same niggas that I was inside, what I was locked up with. They talk that night on
told?
me. Yeah, that's saying I had a machine gun and shit. So they charged me with a machine gun for the whole shit and stuff like that, you know. So went to court, you know. I was locked up for 6 months. My grandmother bailed me for
Granny.
again for $150,000. You know,
Lord,
I jumped it, you know, because I was going to court every day.
you jump bail?
I had to because it was police coming testifying against me, and they have right down that he shot at me 9 times. Why he's gonna say to them to like why he shot at me? Must be doing something.
True.
And he's coming in his uniform. I'm just coming in regular clothes.
True.
If I went on trial, I was gonna get facing like 30 years. So I told my grandmother, yo, you put up your house, but I'm out.
What?
You buy your back another house. You know what I mean? That.
And when you went, where did you go?
I went to Florida. I went to Miami. And
Crazy,
shit.
bro.
Yeah, I was down there chilling. And the greatest thing happened down there, you know what I did wrong when I went down there? I registered my kids them into public school. So I had 2 of my baby mothers down there. One of them, we was hiding good down there for months, for like about a year or so. And she's saying she want to send clothes for one of her kids.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, yo, you can't do that if you send clothes for it, because they're going to find out where we at, you know? She kept bothering me and bothering me and bothering me. So I was like, fuck it. Send it, but don't use our address. But you know what? That made them know the area where we was in, that we was in Miami. And they knew my kids' them name. So they run my kid's name, found out where I was live at. One night I came home. Something just told me, back in my driveway. You know? Don't drive in, back in my driveway. So I back in my driveway. Them days they used to drive this car named K cars. This little Dodge K car. I don't know if y'all, it was the old time days. Yeah. But nigga drive in front of me and look straight in my eyes and shit. I was like, oh shit. And my house is a corner house. So he went around and come back around on my left side now and look at me again. I was like, oh shit, they found me. The car was Aries, some Dodge Aries K car.
Was it Dodge? A Dodge K car or Chrysler?
I think it's Dodge.
Yeah, you're right. Dodge Aries, yeah. You know your shit, man.
Got good memory, bro.
So I saw this. I saw this guy walking up across the street in a suit. But he wouldn't come near me. He wouldn't come near the house. He turned back, and when I looked down there, I saw a parked car with like 3 heads in the car, right? So I come out of my car. I don't make the car door light come on, you know, because I don't want them to see. You know, when you open your car, you can switch off the thing so you don't. Right. So I go and I knock my girl out door. I was like, yo, they found me. She was like, I said, I gotta go. She was like, nah, you want to go back to your woman house. You want to go back to your other woman house. And I was like, nah, that ain't no woman thing. I was like, come, let me show you. So she came out in her night clothes. I pointed, I showed her, yo, you see them people in that park car? And she said, yeah, she see them. I was like, here what you do, drive me away from here, you know? So I lay down in the back of the car, and I let her drive me away. So she drive me away, and then I told her, make the first left. So she made the first left. So when we in the middle of the block, I said, any car turn the left yet? She said, yeah, 1 car turn the left, 2 car turn the left, 3 car turn the left, 4 car turn the left, 5 car turn the left. And then I looked across our open line, on the other street across our open line. It was like about 5 of them over there too. So when we reached like a stoplight on 441 on Merrimack Parkway, I'll never forget, one of them pulled up beside us, right? And I peeped up, I saw 4 big thick neck guys in there in the car and shit. And I was like, let's drive. And you know what they did? They went in front of us and started driving. And we going down to like call the racetrack, near where the racetrack is. But then there's a housing scheme before there. I told her to turn in there. She turned in there. So when she turned in there, the guy in front of us stopped. The other ones them start coming behind us. So it's kind of funny. The place, when you go down in it to come back up, you have to stop the car and back up because where the circle is, it's kind of small. That's why I don't know why they made it like that. But that when she did that, back up and stuff, and then they had to do it too, so it slowed them down.
Right.
So you see, by the time we reached the next corner, I told her to slow up. And when she slowed up, I jumped out the car, I ran, and I dived over the first fence. When I hit the ground, I just hear the car them bend in the corner. And I looked up, they stopped there at the gate. They took out the car. So I knew somebody in the project in there. I went and knocked their door. They wouldn't answer it. So I know what I had to do. I had to go in a swamp behind there. I went in a swamp, it was mud up to here, and some big ass mosquitoes like this. Every time they bite you, a big bump come on your skin. A big bump.
Yeah, you go. I'm going to get you. Yeah.
So I was in there and shit, and rain started falling. I saw
I ain't gonna lie. My man gives all the details, bro. This is I see the visual. I see it's like a movie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, but I went in there and rain started falling. So where I was at was dry, and then the water come up to where I was at where that was dry.
Got it.
And then everywhere I go, dry water come up to it. Then I was in there from 10 o'clock the night to 5 in the morning. By 5 in the morning, police them stop patrol. Like one car passed, and helicopter them gone and all that. Mm-hmm. So I was in there and I started getting chills because the rain falling on my back.
Right.
So I picked some. I remember what Rambo did in this movie. He picked some big ass leaf fucking thing. So I picked like 4 or 5 of them.
Stop, man.
Yo, I seen it before he said. I knew he was gonna do that.
So
I knew it. I could just try. You covered up your whole stuff like that. It worked.
I hold it over my head like that, and it stopped the rain from hitting my back because I was only in this wife beater called DVD back in the days. It's make out of nylon DVD. I was only in that. So it stopped, and then the rain was coming up. I was like, "Yo, should I give up myself? Because I don't want alligator to eat me. I don't want snake. I don't want snake eat me. You know?" I was like, "Should I give up?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I ain't giving up, man.
Stop, man. I know you like this guy. Stop.
I ain't going back to jail."
I'm watching the movie right now.
So, like 5 o'clock in the morning, I ran out of there. I'm all muddy. This one guy came out to pick up newspaper. He saw me. He ain't know nothing about nothing though. So I was like, yo, where I'm at? I was like, where's the nearest place I could go get help at? I remember I used to hang with these American girls down there that I just used to buy them pizza, them drive them around. They carry me in the hood, let me know how Florida hood is and all, you know. So I remember that. I went to her house, I knocked her the door. The mother came. I was like, yo, tell her it's like Michael. She said, Michael? She talk a lot about you. You're a good guy. I'm going to wake her up. And she went and wake her up. Then they opened the door. They saw me muddy. And they asked me what happened. I said, yo, they robbed me and threw me in the swamp. They took my car, you know? And the lady said she going to call the cops. I was like, nah, don't call the cops. The car is in my sister's name. My sister will get it back. You know, don't call the cops. But could you drop me somewhere? And she said, sure, we drop you anywhere, Jimmy. So I lay down in the back of the car, and you know she dropped me at this girl house, Jim Brown, a girl named Jim Brown. You ever about Jim Brown? He's a shower nigga. His daughter. I was slapping her. So she have a restaurant in the flea market where everybody go. It was a public place. Mm. So I'm there. She come back 12 o'clock now. She was like, you gotta leave. I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go right now. Give me a little bit. She said, yo, I'm waiting to get my green card. You can't stay here. They just curfew the whole of the flea market looking for you. They saying you number one mad in Miami right now. I was like, you got to leave right now. I was like, she said she not losing her green card. In my mind, I was like, yo, this bitch going to give me up.
True.
You know what I mean? She going to give me up. I was like, all this shit I did for this gal, you know? I was like, she gonna give me up. I was like, fuck it. I was like, yo, okay, you could drop me someplace then? So I remember I have a cousin, right? Mm-hmm. So I let her drop me. If we're at North Miami, I let her drop me like 10 blocks away from his house, you know? And then I take time, walk, go to my cousin's house. So I'm there in Miami trying to get a ride to come up New York.
Ride to New York?
Yeah, come back to New York because
It's like
Miami hot for me.
It's like 24 hours, man.
Huh?
It's like 24-hour drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. My life is on the line.
He keep getting. What happened next?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you what happened next. So nobody didn't want to help me come up. Nobody want to give me no ride in their tractor trailer. Nobody want to drive me up. Everybody's scared.
Like
if I go to a party, they fucking lock off the party. Tell me I can't stay there because they gonna call cops. All kinds. I was like, these niggas fighting me down here. These people ain't my friend. And I'm like, in this small ass place. But I'm wanted in New York. I could still move around, you know? So I was one day, my girlfriend down there was like, she's going to Chicago. She bringing some coke to Chicago. I was like, wow. I was like, yo, I'm coming. She was like, oh, you gonna come and you wanted, most wanted in I was like, watch this. I ball off my head. I ball off my face. I buy some tennis shorts. I buy some tennis racket and I put a camera over my neck. I have on my tennis shoes. And I titty bopped through that shit to the airport and waited. One man, I saw one guy that knew me. It's a Jamaican guy. I hailed him up. I was like, yo, this nigga gonna tell on me now. So I'm waiting to go on the plane, Then they say board the plane. They board the plane. I'm waiting for the plane to take off. I'm like, yo, they gonna come. I'm waiting, looking for somebody come on the plane and take me off. But then that shit took off, man. I was like, Ja.